You know how a simple romantic dinner picture on social media can sometimes, I don't know, just completely explode into a political firestorm? Well, today we're diving into how one single tweet from Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend might have just exposed a massive crack in the whole MAGA movement.
But hey, before we get into all that drama, you know the drill. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications. You're not going to want to miss what we've got coming up.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Where did this whole mess even begin? It all started with what looked like a super innocent post, but it was anything but.
So here we have Brian Glenn, Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. He posts this photo of them at dinner, and the caption reads, "Having dinner with the sweetest woman on earth." Aw, right? Kinda cute.
Yeah, no, so wrong. The second that post went live, the comment section just went nuclear. It was an instant eruption.
And this is where things get really wild. See, instead of just, ignoring the haters, Glint put on his digital armor and jumped right into the trenches to defend Greene.
The criticism was coming in hot and fast. People immediately started pointing to a recent event that had a ton of Greene's own supporters seeing red.
And Glenn, he fired back literally minutes later with this defense. He was trying to completely reframe what MTG was actually doing there.
Oh, and trust me, that was just the opening punch. We were just getting started. Glenn just kept on swinging back at critic after critic.
Now this exchange right here is super telling. A user says they hope Greene loses her seat, and Glenn's reply is just "for" with 4 question marks. His response kind of shows this huge disconnect, right? What her supporters see as this massive betrayal, he doesn't seem to get it at all.
So what was really going on? Why were her own allies turning on her so viciously? Well, to understand that, you got to look at what she did just a few days before this dinner.
It all comes down to this bill. MTG, who is, one of these staunchest Trump allies out there, had just appeared on stage with some of the most progressive Democrats in the House. And why? To push for the release of the Epstein files.
And this number right here, this is the whole issue in a nutshell. Out of all the Republicans in the House of Representatives, MTG was one of only 4, just 4, to officially sign on and support forcing a vote on this thing.
So, look, for her base, this wasn't even about the goal of the bill. It was all about who she was working with. The second she crossed party lines to team up with progressive Democrats, some of her biggest fans saw it as a massive, profound political betrayal.
And Glenn's super fierce defense online? Well, it starts to make a whole lot more sense when you realize this isn't just some romantic fling. These two pretty much operate as a political tag team in Washington.
Check this out. MTG actually went on X and publicly gave Glenn's commentary on his show credit for influencing Ukrainian President Zelensky's choice of clothes on a DC visit. She was basically suggesting his words have real political sway.
Their whole political partnership thing is so obvious that even Donald Trump himself has publicly joked with Glenn about asking questions that sound like they came straight out of MTG's mouth.
Okay, so let's connect all the dots here. We've got a dinner photo, a massive fight in the comments, and a bipartisan bill. What does this all really tell us about the state of the MAGA movement right now? This one little Twitter fight really seems to have exposed a serious tension. Is the MAGA movement actually starting to fracture over strategy and who to work with, or is this just, another Tuesday of online noise? I really want to know what you think. Drop your take down in the comments below.
Thanks so much for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, go ahead and hit that like button, and definitely subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. We'll see you in the next one.